Welcome to Bubba's Journey. So we are back with our second video now. This one is a Q&A.
We're gonna do a questions and answers for you guys.
She has actually pulled these from her Instagram and from her followers who have gladly given us a bunch of questions that we will answer on this video. So we're looking forward to that. So without further ado, should we just jump into it?
I think so. So let's get started with the first question.
First question. Wow, this one's an interesting one. Does Khalid wear a thong? Only on weekends. Only on weekends. The weekdays I have to wear like something a little bit more appropriate just for work, but it's just like, I go from a thong to like a cheeky panty during the week. So like something that still shows the cheeks, but doesn't, still gives that, you know, that promiscuity. Yeah, that's the first question that you chose. Thank you for choosing that, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, did you want to read the next one?
Do y'all share toothbrushes? Heck no.
Hell no.
Like I am not into that shit.
No.
Like the germs and everything. I'm okay. Like, I just find that unsanitary.
It's pretty gross.
And
it's pretty gross.
Wise,
I only share my toothbrush with the boys.
Oh.
Yeah, only with the boys. That's just my personal preference.
Okay.
On things. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get into the next one. When is the wedding?
I'm waiting for him, so.
So we're 9
when the
years
time
in.
comes,
But it'll happen. It'll happen eventually. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta be patient sometimes. Sometimes things are like a work of art. You can't just like move right into them, right? You have to kind of slowly progress into that stuff.
yeah, we definitely have future plans together, but we do want to finish school and be stable before we can start a wedding.
Yeah.
Start a family.
It's definitely not something you just kind of do right away. So, you know, it'll take some planning, it'll take some time, but it'll eventually happen. All right, so the next one.
So, can I take him on a date? That's from one of our friends.
Oh, do you know who asked that?
Dave.
Dave, my boy Dave.
Oh, maybe it's RJ
Or
actually.
was it RJ? I don't know.
Either one, but Dave or RJ, whoever
Can
asked
they
that.
take me on a date? Anytime. Yeah. Yep, anytime.
Man, the boys.
The boys
Can just take him out.
The
anytime.
boys always come first. That's the rule when it comes to having a boyfriend, is the boys have to come first. Like the boys are the most
I'm just
important.
a side piece, that's fine, you know?
Exactly. And
Oh, God.
it's a good thing that it's a good thing that you recognize that, because I don't think we would have gotten this far if we didn't recognize, you know, boys come first. All right, so next question. What is y'all's biggest struggle that helped to build your relationship? That's a tough one. But I think like the biggest thing is understanding and seeing where each of us come from. If we're constantly not seeing eye to eye, there can be some issues there. And I think one thing is like just kind of giving up part of yourself. You know, you can't just be doing your own thing all the time and be completely full of yourself. Like you have to give up a lot. Like I kind of gave up like part of myself to you. And that's what I think a big thing that people might not understand when going into a relationship, especially a long-term one.
Yeah, there's a lot of limits and boundaries that you guys should set as like a couple, whereas you can come to an understanding, and communication is key. Otherwise, you guys are just gonna butt heads all the time. And we do argue here and there, but like we come to a resolution at the end of the day.
Everyone's gonna like butt heads, you know.
Yeah.
I don't think any relationship is perfect, nor do I think it would be healthy for you not to butt heads. I think having different opinions and then talking through them is definitely the way to go about having a stable relationship and going a long ways. Just because if you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, all the time, then maybe there's some underlying issues there. But if you guys are also agreeing on everything, that just becomes boring. I don't think anybody wants to talk to themselves, basically like another version of themselves that would just be giving the same opinion over that they're giving. I think having different opinions and sometimes arguing about those things and that kind of stuff can bring a level of like diversity to your relationship, right? Did you have anything else you wanted to say about this one? No? All right. All right, moving on to the next one.
So, again, from one of the boys, how do I get Coop's attention?
How do you get my attention? Wow, you really just chose all the ones about me for this one, eh? So, how do you get my attention? That's a tough question. How do you get my attention?
I don't know, actually. For me, food gets my attention.
That's very true. That's very true.
For you, honestly, video games, but I don't know how to get his attention other than like maybe asking him for like some time together or quality time.
But how do the boys get my attention?
I don't know, you should know that.
I should know that. Well, if the boys want to get my attention, all you gotta do is, DM me on Instagram and, just get a little saucy in the DMs. And, I'm gonna reciprocate. I'm definitely going to reciprocate.
Oh my god.
All right. So next question. So how do I get a man like Coop? You really chose these are all questions about me. You just wanted to know more about me.
You should do a get to know Cooper.
Yeah, basically. How do I get a man like Coop? How do you get a man like me?
Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll come to you. I'm just joking.
yeah, absolutely. No, I think you have to entice me. You have to get my interest.
Yes,
and,
you have to get his interest.
And once you've got my interest, you've got me.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to get me. I'm pretty sure. Like I don't think that this is it's a struggle to actually get me. I think I'm pretty easy to get.
Yeah, he's pretty chill. I think anything that interests him
will get my attention.
Will get his attention.
Yeah, then you can get a man like me. Find a guy who is ridiculous, and then
funny, class clown.
Just ridiculous overall. Just absolute crazy person. A person you probably would look at and be like, wow, this person is a person I should stay away from. And then you need to take that person under your wing and transform them into a person who is probably about the same and you want to stay away from, but you get close to them and then you kind of live your life. So
good points there.
Yeah, I think looking for the craziest person is definitely the way to do it. Next question.
Let's see. Who said I love you first?
I actually don't remember. My memory is fading.
Honestly, same. We were literally 15, 16 at the time.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
It's kind of a blur. Maybe like we both said it, but
yeah, I think I can't remember.
It was pretty mutual when we first started dating. So.
Yeah, it was pretty mutual when we said I love you.
It was years ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
I'm not gonna remember
almost
that, but
8 years ago, something like that. Like it's been quite a while, so I can't actually remember.
I honestly don't remember.
But I think it was mutual. I think we both said it.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of content are y'all creating to put out? Mainly like vlog style videos and mukbangs and like
trying different cultural snacks and candies.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
I also want to incorporate fashion like videos, outfit coordinations, date night looks, or like
day in the lifestyle.
Yeah, day in the lifestyle would be fun. And then him choosing outfits for me and choosing outfits for him.
Yeah, some creative types of just fun videos.
Also travel vlogs. I'm really into like exploring places. So we are planning Mexico end of May, so that will be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to filming that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be cute. Something you've learned from your partner. Something I've learned was being a lot more patient. I have very little patience, and honestly, he keeps me balanced.
Yeah.
He keeps me intact. So I've learned patience from him is key. I'm still struggling with that, but you know.
To be fair, she's grown a lot and become a much more patient person, especially with me, because sometimes I do some outlandish, dumb things. If you know, you know. Something I've learned from her would be anything is really possible. I didn't think that we'd be where we are today if it weren't for her pushing me to get to places where I don't think I would have gotten, as well as just being someone who's supportive. She's really supported me, and I've learned to really try and like support her, and I think I've gotten better at that, and I'm always striving to support her the same way that she supports me and helps me get through everything. Next one, favorite thing about each other.
My favorite thing is he's very genuine and kind-hearted to strangers, new people he meets, family. He also has a personality that's very silly.
Yes, absolutely.
So he can make you laugh literally anytime.
I try my hardest
like
to make people laugh because I like
when they're
ridiculous
feeling
things.
down, he does a good job at doing that. So it's something like I really appreciate about him.
Yeah, bringing a smile to people's faces is always
Yeah.
something I like to do. So
And he's also very friendly. Any person can become his friend just like that.
yeah, I'm pretty easy going. Not really too high strung, pretty laid back. I just like having a good time. But my favorite thing about you is probably your personality, and I know that sounds vague, but kind of just how your personality has grown so much. Your growth is probably the biggest thing that I love about you. You're always growing, you're always pushing yourself, you're never sitting back and letting yourself just get swept away in life. Like, you are always pushing boundaries, pushing yourself to get to bigger heights, to greater things. So that always inspires me to do bigger things and, you know, get out of my own head, because it can be kind of tough to do that. I'm quite a person who's set in my ways.
And stubborn.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
She's taught me how to grow and kind of bring my inner self out, you know, become more creative, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think that's a big one.
That's really sweet. So what is our future goals?
Future goals, that's a pretty good one. My future goal, obviously, if you know who I am, if you don't, I am an electrician. I'm an electrical apprentice right now, going in for my level 3 actually this upcoming week, which I'm quite happy about. And there's 4 levels in total, so once I'm done my 4th one, I'll be getting my ticket and becoming an actual electrician. That is right now my biggest goal in my life, but in ours, I would say bringing it right back to the first question, when's the wedding? I'm trying to get it all sorted, you know, it's gonna take some time, but those are my 2 biggest goals as of right now.
So for my future goals, I am a digital creator on Instagram, and I do definitely want to grow my platform showcasing a lot of fashion, lifestyle, travel vlogs. And now that we're starting our YouTube, I also want to see growth in that. What made you want to create your channel? Honestly, like with my background in doing Instagram, and he has some background in doing film, I wanted to do something a little more creative. And I think since we've been together for so long, like, why don't we do like a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And like just film like our lifestyle and travel vlogs, and you know,
just for fun.
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
So we're just giving it a try at the moment, see how it goes.
Yeah, I think that's really the biggest reason, was just because like something new, something that we can both create, put our input on and be creative together. I think that was a big thing, because like now it's something that we have that we can do together, other than, you know, the basic stuff that we already do. All right, so how did you guys meet? How did he ask you out?
Oh God.
We were in high school, so obviously it was pretty good, juicy stuff.
Okay, so like I first saw him in grade 8, welcome, and I had my eye on him because I was like, oh, he's so cute. And then what had happened was we became friends, like we were pretty close, and then we did have a few classes together from grade 8 going on to grade 9. And then I did like him, but you know, I was super shy back then. I had no like social skills, and he was a very outgoing person. And I was just like, oh, I don't know if I have the chance. And at the time, he was already like, you know, mingling and seeing other people. And then we did have PE class together in grade 10. He mentioned he had a thing for me, and then it started becoming like a little more physical. And then I was like, oh, I don't know if I have a chance to even like him again. Like, what's the point? Because I don't want to pursue it. And what if he turns me down because I'm shy? Because at that point, like, I was like, okay, I accept it. In grade 8, you know, he wasn't into me. And then one day, like, he started holding my hand. And then everyone was like, oh, like, are you guys dating?
Yeah.
And then just one day after school, it was pretty mutual. I remember that vividly.
Yeah, we just kind of talked about it. We're just like, what do you want to be to like each other? And we were like, well, I mean, we can try going out. It was pretty mutual, pretty like lackluster. Like it wasn't anything
so
crazy. We were just kind of sitting there and we were like, what are we to each other? And we started going from there. But I mean, ever since then, we've been together. We've just been kind of going. You know, it's just been the years have just been flying by. It doesn't seem weird or odd to be together. Like we feel comfortable with each other to a point where we're basically married.
Honestly, I'm very fortunate as well. Not a lot of people get to experience like the kind of love we have, and then seeing how far we've grown and how the relationship has developed over the years. So this is from your aunt. When are you getting married and having lots of babies? This is actually the last question.
Perfect. I can end off with saying that we will be getting married eventually. Okay.
No rush.
Rush.
We're still young. Only 24, honestly. Like.
Yeah, and I don't think kids are really
in our mind right now.
Not right now. We
definitely want to enjoy our life.
We need to focus on ourselves.
Yes.
And I think because we're in this portion of our life where we are growing so heavily, your 20s are a big growth point. Even if you were to look at us 4 years ago to now, even though we were still 5 years dating, we've changed so much. I think both of us have grown a lot exponentially. Yeah. We're only going up from here, but we still have a long ways to go before kids. I wouldn't say too long before marriage, but you know, eventually it'll happen.
I agree with that. But how many kids do you want?
Ooh, that's a good question. That's an off the cuff question. How many kids do I want? My ideal amount of kids would be 2, a boy and a girl. But like, I think if I wasn't with her, I wouldn't even want kids. Like the only reason I want kids is because I love and cherish you, and I'd love to have kids with you. But 2 kids.
Mini Clete and mini Jane.
Yeah, absolutely. I think having 2 kids is my optimal.
Yeah.
That's how many I want. And if we didn't have 2 kids, 1, like no more than 2. 2 would be the maximum. Couldn't imagine taking care of more than 2. That's about it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So that ends off our Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, like they always say. So.
Yep, absolutely. Do those things. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.